So.
It's the tea time.
What the fuck?
Hello, welcome.
Let's just restart.
No, I think that was perfect.
Alright.
Hi, this is our podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
It's gonna suck.
You're my math
Let's
teacher.
introduce each other.
Hi, I'm Race. You're my
not-
math teacher.
What?
Did we not tell you about that?
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
We'll save it for later. Hold
First
on.
intro.
Hi,
I'm Race.
I'm Josie.
I'm Cori.
And I'm Peyton.
This was a mistake.
Like all of us.
Nothing will be ever true on this show. What?
So first, what I have for you guys
Oh,
is
T.
we'll do the tea later.
you sound like an Instagram.
This is a
artist.
WikiHow article that I found
Okay.
a few years.
We're starting with tea, I guess.
Oh,
few
hell
years
yeah.
ago, and I have no service, so.
That's the beauty of living in the
Oh,
world.
never mind. It's come back.
Oh,
Um.
not like my dad.
So, there are plenty of harmless reasons why you'd want to tie someone up. Maybe it's for play, or maybe you're pulling a prank on your best friend for his bachelor party. You've been having some intimate fun with your partner.
Whoa!
Although you should always be aware of safety and comfort of the other person, tying someone up is relatively easy. It makes for pretty good fun. When done correctly.
So I just really... Okay, so while Corey was talking, very interesting, by the way.
Bondage.
Yeah, as you knew, Peyton was signaling to me for candy, and she wrote it down on a Post-it note and started frantically pointing to it. So I moved the bowl very discreetly right in front of Corey and next to the camera because I'm a
Camera?
pro,
The
obviously.
microphone.
It's a microphone.
Wow. Hi, I'm Josie, and I'm the dumb one.
You're
Fat
the
and
grandma.
desperate.
Where's your knitting stuff?
My knitting!
We'll be right back.
Okay, while she's doing that,
Oh wait, hold on. She just tilted over her chair. Gotta tell her that.
There is a table. Sorry.
No shit.
let
No
me
one's otherwise.
speak.
I couldn't
Okay,
find the
number
table.
1. Obtain their permission from the person you intend on tying up.
No
This
means
is-
no.
Consent is key.
This is important, as tying someone up without their consent is illegal. Step 2.
Okay.
Tie their hands behind the chair. To tie their hands, a bunch of stuff that I don't really want to talk about. Clinch the
Basically,
rope.
recreate that one scene from the Avengers.
Yeah, just tie them up on their hands, have to be behind the chair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Tie their feet together or to chair legs.
Understandable.
Feet should always be tied above their ankle, either firmly together, or if they're being tied to a chair, tie each ankle separately to each of the chair legs. You see, they really pay attention to detail on this, and I think it's like, you know how sometimes when you're reading a recipe or something, you have this one part that's not specific at all, and you're just like,
Yeah.
well, what the hell do I do right here? This explains everything. You never have any questions.
It's really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried it a couple
Run.
times.
Run the length of the rope around their abdomen area between their arms and abdomen and tie it to the back of the
That's
chair.
what he
See, I was gonna do the stomach.
That's the
I
abdomen.
was aiming more for the ankles.
The
I
ankle.
was waiting for the vagina, but
Did you just assume your hostage's gender?
I'm only gonna tie up girls. I'm a lesbian.
You know what? Fair enough. I'm just gonna cast on to that.
6.
That's
Secure their
weird, bitch.
upper arms to the chair. Wrap rope around their arms above the elbow to keep the rope from falling. And then it tells you specifically how. What do you do? It tells you exactly how to do it. And you just never have any questions. That's what I love about it. And if you do
Yeah.
have questions, there's the question section, which I will
Thank
Q&A.
get to
God.
Oh,
later.
yes.
Maybe not right now. We got
Put a
tea
finger under the rope to check how tight your rope is. You're supposed to be able to put 2 fingers
In
between,
the
the
vagina.
person, between the person.
Unless you don't.
That
The
too.
person's what?
2 fingers in between the person and the rope, and that's how tight it should be. So here is
Okay.
the question. questions. First question. What's the best way to gag someone? Fill his or her mouth, not assuming here, with something soft and clean to muffle sound, like Josie's rope that she has mentioned.
It's yarn.
Josie's yarn that she has wanted to shove up her ass.
I have.
Once you
one
are
to
done,
show up.
strap something around the rope and the head to keep the stuffing in. Tape works well, but it tends to get caught in hair. So
Oh. That's like more of a pain factor, though.
my friend tied me up tightly around my breasts. Will my breasts be damaged? No.
That's what they're asking
It's
about.
unlikely
Now,
that
is
you
this your
suffer.
friend?
Friend?
My friend, wink wink, tied me up.
Wow, what a
Who's
good
actually my
friend.
dog?
No, it's unlikely that you suffered any kind of damage. You may experience some bruising and soreness for a few days, though.
Basically, that's just ace bandaging, but to the max.
My arm.
Can I tie up a bad guy? If you can,
The
and
officer.
he has
Yeah,
no
ask him
weapon,
first.
and the police are on the way, then yes.
Wait, hold on. This is a brief interruption. So, Race decided it'd be a good idea to eat the singular lone fortune cookie that I've had on my desk for about 3 weeks.
That's what you've been hearing this entire time.
Yeah, the crunch and the crinkle of the wrapper. Yeah, that was a fortune cookie. Apologies. But I thought I'd read out the, fortune from a cookie, so it could inspire you.
Oh.
Your most important work is yet to come.
That's
Hold on,
so
we have-
topical.
What?
It's so vague.
We have one more question.
And he ate it.
There's one more
That's how you
question.
make it come true.
There is one more question.
Okay.
What if the person doesn't want to be tied up?
Then you don't do it. Hi, this is a PSA for consent. I'm from PETA.
What does PETA have to do with consent?
What if the animals didn't want to die?
Okay.
Hunger Games?
Yes! From the Hunger Games!
Wait, what did you say? I just heard PETA.
PETA, the animal
No,
organization.
the bread.
Oh my god, I forgot about the animal organization.
Okay,
PETA.
that's it for
Corey's
This-
my
WikiHow reading.
WikiHow article.
Okay.
Dude, the paper tastes like fortune cookie.
Wow, I wonder why.
Okay, anyway, so you've probably heard I'm knitting right now. I knitted all day in class, every class. It was a
Knitted
fun,
or knit?
I don't know, one of them. It was a jolly good time. And now I'm knitting here and I keep dropping everything. So yeah, that's my life.
So, I figured the first story we'd start out with on, oh my goodness, I bumped my desk, apologies. About 10 minutes, almost, into this podcast, we should start with, tea, instead of WikiHow articles.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
It's tea time, bitch. Cling.
Cling. Cling.
Why do we?
We're all touching pinkies now, I guess.
I don't think that's.
It's an
okay.
orgy.
Anyways, go
Okay.
ahead.
It's an orgy.
I heard that. That's
Okay.
why I said what.
So, deputy in training.
Okay, so
No real names.
Salute.
Oh, yes, salute.
deputy in training,
We'll call him Dit.
Din.
Dit.
Wait, Dit. Okay, so his name will be Dit. Deputy in training.
Yes.
I used to go to middle school with Dit, and he is in Peyton, Josie, and I's
Hello.
Wait,
science class.
Hold on. Let's pause here really quick. I'll go through each one of us and say our affiliations with him. Race?
He's in my Spanish class, and he's really good at Spanish.
C. Josie.
He's in my bio class and that's it.
He went, like I said before, he went to school with me in middle school, and I did not like him. He's a big meme.
He's in my health class and my biology class. I get him for 2 hours a day.
Okay.
Okay, and
So?
so,
Dit.
Dit. He goes to police academy,
No.
and
Police camp.
let me explain. So, I cannot speak.
I can't
He goes to police academy, and whenever I make fun of him, I get so much power and control because he gets so very angry when, it's supposed to be called police academy, but I call it police camp. And so the first time I called it police camp, he stops what he's doing, he turns and looks at me, and he says, "It's not a camp." And I said, "Why is it not a camp?" He says, "You don't sleep there. It's not a camp." And so, my friend who sat next to me, we just look at each other, and we're like, we have the power of Jesus in our hands, and we can do whatever we want with it. And so I said, I went to an art camp, and we didn't sleep there, but it's still called camp. His face is now turning red. And he
What
says...
shade of red?
Probably as red as his nipples.
What?
And so...
Is he a furry?
Are your nipples red?
What is this conversation divulging
Oh
into?
my
shirt
God.
smells like pickle juice. I'm very uncomfortable.
You shouldn't
He's
drink a
taking
whole
his
thing
shirt
of
off in
pickle juice
class,
before
that's
Hey.
all I know.
Hey. What?
He's taking his shirt off and...
Were his nipples red?
Yeah.
What?
Not like red, but like pinkish tint.
That's what everyone's nipples look like.
Yeah, I know. Nipple color.
What?
My favorite shade. Nipple color.
Her eyes.
It's my
a
favorite
beautiful
crayon.
nipple color.
Her eyes shone with 1,000 nipples.
Anyways.
That's terrifying.
So his face is turning red, and he says, "It shouldn't be called a camp then." And so, to tease him even more, I act like police camp is a complete...
What are you looking at me for?
Okay. I thought you just farted.
She moved the bowl!
Oh.
Oh, this is a disaster.
And so, shit. I act like police camp is a totally different dimension. And,
Like, we were alien to the species
Like,
of
we're
anyone
alien to
who
the
wanted to be
yeah.
a deputy in training.
and so, what was the first one? Oh yeah, so he pulls out this protractor during class because someone wants to draw circles.
No, it was a compass.
Oh, it was a compass. And
So
like,
I started this whole thing because someone asked for him to make a circle. So I go, "Oh, do you need a protractor then?" And he goes, "No, you need a compass." And he pulls out a compass, which tells you a lot about who he is, by the way. If he has a compass in his
Also,
backpack ready to go.
Isn't he in algebra? Why do you need a compass in algebra?
Yeah, I
You
don't
need it
think
for
you do.
geometry.
and
So then he's like, "No, you need a protractor." Nope, vice versa. "No, you need a compass." God damn it. Okay.
It's okay.
Let's restart. I say, "Don't you need a protractor?" Thinking a protractor was a compass, but it's not. So then he takes out a protractor and a compass, and he's like, "Well, I have both, but the compass is what we need." I'm like, "Okay." And then
And
Corey,
so- I say, "Where'd you get that protractor from? Police camp?"
Hold on, wait, let me set the scene even more. We're sitting in a table group right next to his. Also, Race is not in the same, like, biology class hour as us.
I'm over here.
Yeah, Race is in the corner. It's okay. So we're sitting at our little table group doing our poster. Wow, we're doing our poster, and then he's over there talking about compasses, protractors, whatever the hell, and Corey is focused on a drawing of Susie from Deltarune, and then she overhears this.
Oh no. Right when I saw you bend down, I knew it was gonna happen.
Okay, I was looking for my water, which has rolled under my chair. I don't know where it is. Why was it over there?
Because Corey took it and was playing with it, so I took
How
it from her
dare
so
you,
she stopped
Corey.
crinkling
I
it.
wasn't playing with it.
Yes, you were. You were crinkling it.
Well,
So I
anyway,
took it.
I don't have any memory of this.
Judge Judy.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Judge Judy, Dr. Phil, come fix us.
I'm a
If
court
it's a
reporter
woman,
to review
then
the
yes,
records.
I have.
I have a Count Chocula bar in my pocket.
Anyway,
This is
I
not
hit
the
my
time for
Okay,
this.
Anyway.
we're getting so off track.
Anyway,
And so
I
anyway,
wanted to set the scene.
I hit my head on the table.
Yes, you did.
That's
Okay,
the story. That
so-
was that's what that
So,
was.
back to Dit. So, Corey's sitting there drawing Susie from Deltarune, and she very slowly looks up and shakes her head, turns over and goes, "Where'd you get that protractor from? Police camp?" In
And
which
he goes,
everyone else at our table laughs.
Yeah,
because
and then
that
he-
was very funny.
And then he says, "No, my mom got it." And I said, "Did she get it from police camp?" And he was like, "No, she got it from the store." And I said, "Are there stores in police camp?" And at this moment, he's like trembling with anger. And he's like, I didn't want to be there because I feared for my life. Yes, I will have some.
His face was nipple colored, okay?
Like, bright, erect nipple color.
A cold, windy day, nipple color.
Oh,
Nipple.
dude.
Nipper.
Y'all make my nipples hurt.
Your nippers hurt?
Yeah, my nippers.
Nippers, oh
Like
no.
chafed nipple color, you
Oh
know?
god.
Oh.
That hurts.
Wait, my nipples hurt.
Scratchy dress shirt.
Oh.
And so, today, Josie was knitting,
Mm-hmm.
and then he walks over, and she says, "Oh, you knit?" And Josie's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "That's interesting, I guess." And then I look at
Like,
him, and I'm
what?
like, "Do you guys knit in police camp?" He's like, "No, we don't knit in police camp." I'm like, "Okay."
Police camp, though. He admitted it.
Oh,
Mhm.
and then he's like, someone's talking about like dating or whatever, and someone asked him,
Oh yeah.
"Are there any girls in police camp, or like, do you date them?" And he's like, "We do not date girls in police camp." And Bay and I just look at each other. We all look at each other.
Yeah.
We're like,
Oh.
"Ah," and then we ask why,
Oh.
and he says, "Because they're all too manly." And he's talking to a group of 4 lesbians. And so
I had a
he
flip.
takes a look at Peyton and I, wearing with short hair
beanies
flannels
and I had a flannel on.
and
Beanies.
ripped jeans, all
Mhm.
that. And he's like, "Not that there's anything wrong with that."
I mean, like, I was bending over in a power stance making my poster. I looked up at him with, like, the fear of 1,000 suns in my eyes.
It was
Yeah.
very funny.
Her
Yes.
eyes were nipple colored.
But
My eyes turned a deep nipple.
I'm never gonna stop using that word.
Mm. What's your favorite color? Nipple red.
I'm gonna say
Red.
that.
I'm like, "You're right." And then before this, like about a week before, he said, "Oh, we gave stickers to kids at police camp," and or he was like, "Oh yeah, we gave out stickers to kids
Wow, very
at
discreet.
police camp
Go.
today." And I said, "Do you do anything else at police camp other than babysitting?"
No.
And he looks at me very angrily. And
We
he's
eat
like,
the children.
"We don't babysit
We
in
eat the
police
children.
camp." I don't think that's not a direct quote, Peyton.
It should be.
We eat kids at police camp.
And he,
We learn how to properly tenderize and...
You
And-
can't get in trouble though.
I was about to say marmalade.
You can't get in trouble if you are the cops.
My phone.
Use the nipples as garnishes for a pop of color.
so that's all the tea about dit.
Oh, I just remembered something.
What was your fact gonna be?
Oh, that's the wrong tab.
Did you just gulp?
She's
I
so
made a
ready
weird
for
noise.
this fun fact, guys.
I made a really weird noise with my tongue, and I was hoping no one would notice.
It's okay. Do you guys know what happened in Boston, Massachusetts on January 15th, 1919?
What?
Have you ever heard of the Great Molasses Flood?
No.
Molasses, potatoes, and molasses. If you want some, you just ask us.
Yeah. Okay. First off, you guys are very pinkly right now. Just saying. Okay.
Sorry.
What the fuck, Corey? It was so loud. That shook the entire microphone.
That's not Wikipedia. Fuck is Wikipedia? Okay. In 1919, there was the Great Molasses Flood, also known
Oh,
as the Boston. You said that like it happened yesterday. Like, yeah, I saw that on the news. So,
Let's go.
a truck holding molasses exploded.
That was me. I'm the
Ew.
truck. This is true. I was the truck.
We all
I was the
clapped for
driver.
the truck at the end. Anyway, so it exploded. And no, it was a factory. And it was a lot of molasses. And it flooded the town. 21 people died from molasses. And 150 people were injured. And I just, like, imagine dying because of molasses. Like, drowning in molasses.
That'd
That's
be hot.
wild.
Word is
Can
quaking.
you give me grape?
No, it's watermelon.
Oh, okay.
Did you give me grape?
Give me grape.
It just
Grapes.
T-poses.
It was a mystery airhead. I thought it was grape.
Grapes.
Grapes.
Okay, so there's this one day in ELA, and we had some free time.
Wait, hold on. English language arts. I have a lot of people that don't know what that is in my life.
They're silly.
My dad.
Your dad is
Wow.
Every time I say Yili, he's like, "What is that?"
Ella.
Name drop.
Under my umbrella.
And so
Ella.
Hey, no singing.
Sorry.
You're the one who made that rule.
I have
sorry.
ADHD.
Are you sure that we don't?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure everyone does.
I think everyone does.
A little bit.
And so I forgot to take my
Like,
medication. I forgot to take my medication
When?
on
Oh,
that day. On that
yeah.
day, and so I felt super high, and it was great. Everything was funny, and so we had some free time in ELA. Peyton and I were studying together for our biology test that was coming up. And so, we're studying like sugars and stuff. We're studying about sugars, like
We're
glucose and stuff. We're trying to-
macromolecules. We're studying-
macromolecules.
Yeah.
And so, we had to memorize the names of sugars. And she says, "You know how you know that it's a sugar?" She looks at me, taps her forehead with her finger, and
No, wait,
says,
I
"Glucose."
I tapped my finger against my head like that one meme. You know the meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that meme. And I was like, glucose.
Glucose. And I just stare at her and I start laughing, and after about 5 minutes of laughing, I'm like in tears.
No,
'Cause
you
it
went
was-
straight to crying. You went straight to crying.
Yeah, you're right.
What's happening? What are you doing over there?
I spilled Skittles in my crotch.
Skittle!
Okay.
That looks like your dick.
You hit your dick.
You hit your dick and it just like bounced.
It's like those things with doors, you know?
Just failed no
Corey, you
November.
can't tell her. You can't hit your dick.
Just failed no nut November.
That's
It's-
rape.
All nut November. Extra nut November.
Hold on.
No!
Stop.
Stop taking out
I
your
thought
belt.
you were literally gonna like pull down your pants, and I was gonna be very scared.
No.
If
I
you
can.
want a visual, Race just like took out his belt really aggressively, and I'm a lesbian.
That's all you need to say.
I can keep my pants
He
up without
took
my
his
belt.
belt off, and I'm a lesbian.
Anyway,
Okay, wait, I was
It's
gonna...
already been 23 minutes.
Oh,
24 on the dot!
of our babbling.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
That's okay. We don't need anything else.
Shut up.
That's the end.
No one asked you. No, there's more. Hold on.
But wait, there's
Oh
more.
my god, how to admit to a foot fetish.
Oh boy.
It's like how to admit you're a furry. You don't.
I already did.
I feel like most of this podcast is gonna be us looking
Why
at
does this guy
our
look like
articles.
Donald Trump?
Oh my god. Donnie Johnny.
Don't
Donnie
be embarrassed about having a thing for your partner's sexy, alluring feet.
You guys ever been on?
Wait, I wanna read it out. I wanna
have you
read
guys
it
ever been on wikifeet.com?
There's
No.
a way to.
I wanna
check
read it
the
out.
first- No.
Whose feet are you looking at though?
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Usually like, what's her name from Avengers?
My name's Josie.
What's her name from
Stop.
Avengers? The one actress. What's her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that Scarlett Johansson. She got sexy feet.
She's fat and desperate.
My
My name
name
is
is
Josie.
Josie.
Okay.
That's my name.
By the
Yeah.
way, we're
Oh wait, no. We should all go around and I
introduce
forgot her
Maya.
name.
Maya, not Maya.
What?
My sweetie, I'm so sorry. Maggie.
Magatha.
Magatha, Corey's dog.
Okay, so my dog
If you say Maya one more time, I
is a fat and
desperate dog.
a fat.
Oh my god.
Maggie is my dog. She's very fat and old, and
I'm
she's
kidding,
a
I don't want to
beagle.
read this.
It's a sour.
She's a fat and old beagle, and everybody here loves her.
Yes.
And so, we were at my house earlier, and I dropped popcorn on the floor, and our feet were in front of the popcorn, so she was like trying to like push our feet out of the way to get to the popcorn.
She
I
was
looked
like
down-
crawling through the table
Yeah,
and stuff.
I looked down at her, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then Peyton looks me straight in the face and says, "She's fat and desperate, Cori." And Josie just, she looks up from whatever she's doing. She's like, "My name is Josie."
Oh my god. This is gonna be so loud.
You're
I'm
loud.
sorry.
Also,
We
wait.
get
No, you're not
equalized.
loud.
Hold
You're
on.
loud.
Has
You're
anyone
loud.
here been told that their friends are gonna watch it? If so, give them a shout out. Hi, Gabby. Love you.
I haven't told anyone. I'm bad.
You don't have any friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say hi.
Hold on.
These guys
I'm
are
gonna
my
get my
only
phone out and
friends.
tell people right now.
Who? If you
my-
text our group chat, I will shit my pants.
I'm gonna text Caden.
We're doing a podcast.
It's not out yet. We're talking right now.
What do you want to say?
Hold on, I'm gonna send him a voice message. We're gonna send him a voice message.
Lexi, you're good.
No, it's Caden.
Inhale
I'm
my
not-
saliva.
You guys don't even know
I'm
Caden.
talking about Lexi. You're
Fine.
talking about Kaden. Jesus.
I'm talking about nothing.
We're not talking about this.
No, I'm not gonna
Or
text Caden.
this.
He's not
We're
even gonna
talking
watch it.
about this.
Anyway.
So let me tell you guys how to admit that you have a foot fetish.
Oh, please do.
Don't fess up right away. If you
Oh.
want your partner to be okay with your foot fetish, then the worst thing you could do is blurt it out right away. Even if you're just in the middle of your first date or even kissing the first time, saying, "I have a foot fetish," is likely to turn your night in the wrong direction.
I don't see why.
Start touching your partner's feet when you're ready. Once you've gotten more comfortable with your partner, it's time to test the waters. If you found yourself in the bed in various degrees of undress, you can try kissing your partner's stomach, legs, and then move your way down to the feet. Don't go straight out for the feet.
Hold
or
on,
may
hold on.
freak your partner out.
Hold on. I'm just gonna say. Okay. If I were in a situation like that, and I was getting my thighs kissed, if you went anywhere below the knee, I would probably kick you.
You're like a
Imagine
horse.
just, like, sexually kissing someone's shin.
You just buck.
Is that
Mwah.
Mwah.
Exquisite.
Okay.
Mwah.
Yeah, I don't have a foot fetish. I have a
Wiz
shin fetish.
Khalifa.
Are we done with the article, or is there more?
There's more.
Oh,
Don't
boy.
worry.
I'm Anthony
See.
Sullivan.
How he or she reacts. And to paint the picture of this right here, it's this guy holding her feet very close to his face,
Oh.
and the woman is smiling and her eyes are black.
Not nipple.
The color of nipple.
They are black.
That's what my
Dark
nipples
black.
look like, dude. Let me
That is hot.
Your nipples
Oh my
are
God.
Wow,
dark
I love
black?
2D from the Gorillas.
see. No, yeah, maybe.
No, yet, maybe? What?
Yeah.
How does
Maybe.
your lady or man react when you go for the feet? Do you hear murmurs of approval? The occasional, "Oh, that feels good." And, and see nice, relaxed smile on his or her face.
Wait, okay, murmurs of approval. Is that like, oh, yes. Okay. As they,
Ah,
like,
yes.
kiss your foot?
I do like you
Mhm.
licking the bottom of my foot.
Oh, yes.
Please continue.
I like how the way you said that sounded like a text to speech.
My
Yeah.
foot.
My foot. Cellulose.
Cellulite.
No, cellulose.
Oh my
Cellulose.
god.
That is sexual.
God damn.
You're
it's like
banned.
60-90 but with feet. If your partner
You did not just say those words.
If your partner reacts positively, compliment his or her feet. Don't go overboard. Just say, "Yes, such sexy feet," or
From now on,
"I just love your feet."
I'm never going to compliment anything about you guys except your feet.
Don't make it sound like a fetish yet.
How is that not like a fetish?
Hey, I want your feet in my ass, but not sexually.
I don't have a fetish
Just as a
or
friend.
anything.
Yeah, no, I don't find it attractive or anything. I want your toes in my ass.
Just tell your partner that he or she
Please.
specifically has amazing feet. This will make it easier for your partner to swallow the news than if you flat out stated
Just
that you
like your ass
categorically-
with the
Swallow your
toes.
that
dude.
you categorically love all feet before paying special attention to your partner's feet.
You, only you, have the best feet.
Admitting to your foot fetish.
Only you.
Pick the right time to do it. We're not doing ASMR. We're telling people
Sorry.
how to
Oh my
admit
God.
that you have a foot fetish. Pick the right time to do it. When is it the right time to admit you have a foot fetish?
I remembered.
Oh, what
There's
now?
no,
I
there's
remembered what I was trying to remember.
There is no golden rule, but you probably should not do it in the middle of a hookup. Instead, pick a time when you and your special someone are hanging out and feeling good about each other.
Oh wait, no. Let's paint the scene.
While having some privacy.
Let's paint the scene. Hey, baby, you want to come back to my place and I'll fuck your feet?
Oh, condom.
On the feet or on the dick?
Feet,
Both.
of course. Why would the dick be by the feet? What?
That's the only place where it belongs.
You put no, you do. You
There's a
feet-
reason your feet have a little indent.
Yeah,
so the dick fits right in.
I was thinking like
Okay,
this is like vagina.
You put the feet like this,
Like dildo
and then
foot.
you lube up the
Dildo
sides, and you just go right through it. You know.
I really hope my mom never listens
Who
to this
uses
podcast.
lube
Yeah.
to fuck feet? I go in raw.
With your 9-inch cock.
Yes.
9-inch big toe.
Rub it on the belly and then like that.
Oh, I can just imagine.
Dude, your shoes would be so fucking large.
Size 27.
You know what they say? Big dick, big feet.
Big toe.
Big dick, big toe. Oh, yes.
There's just like this one like big part of your foot that just like goes out. You could sword fight with your big sword fighting but with your big toe.
Hold on, no. Wait, no, wait.
Toenail with it?
Oh, no. Okay, so imagine you're like, you meet someone on a foot fetish dating app.
Oh god. What would it be called?
Footer.
That's lame.
Foot
It's just grinder with foot.
Yes.
Um,
Grinder plus feet. Okay, but no, so you get to their house, right? And you're like the one match. You're like the number
Foot
one
finder.
bachelor. Foot finder? Beautiful.
Foot finder.
So you get there and you're
Feet
like,
finder.
you know, you're feeling yourself. You're feeling like you're gonna get something.
Feeling your feet?
Yeah. You go in there,
Masturbation?
you sit down on their couch, you sit in a sexy way, and
It's
then
not November.
and you go, let me get a little bit more comfortable. You take off your shoe, your 9-inch toe unsheathing itself. And now we can begin.
Wait, would your toe like fold in on itself?
Your toe just like through by the foot.
No, it's a slap bracelet. When you're done, you just smack it and it
Let me
rolls
get a
up.
little more
That-
comfortable.
that's
and
how you
just
use it
hear
with
a
a dick.
slap.
You just slap it against the dick and go.
Wait, ready? Let me get a little more
You're
comfortable.
imagine the toe just like wrapping around the dick and just like.
That's what I just said.
Okay, so
Would you need
I'm
lube
so
if like
sorry.
your foot is sweaty?
part 2 of admitting to your foot fetish. Act a little nervous, though your foot fetish may have something you've had
Hey
had for
guys.
years and seems
Guys,
perfectly normal
guys,
to you.
guys.
I'm finishing this.
Guys.
You
I'm
should be
like,
considerate of your partner. Sure, you think feet are hot.
Yeah.
Plenty of people share your feelings.
They
I know
should.
I do. I don't have a foot fetish.
I mean,
PSA.
you seem like you do.
Okay,
Right,
go.
This was actually
Guys,
I
I-
told Corey to.
I
Does
just,
this turn you on?
That's disgusting. Get the fuck off my desk.
Oh.
It
Hey
did.
guys,
Wait, hold on.
I
I
have a-
remember.
I have a confession to make. This was all just a clever ploy to make a good segue for me to tell you about my foot fetish. I do have a 9-inch toe. That was a joke.
Okay, hold on.
It is like a slap bracelet, and it's just who I am, you know.
Do a fact.
Oh, okay.
Make one.
In some year I don't remember, it was like 2013. There was a thing called the Port Said Stadium riot. This was in not the hemisphere America is on. I'm pretty sure it was India, but I don't know. So basically, there was a soccer match, and there was a riot because like they delayed the start. Like one fan delayed the start from the other fan, and so yeah. But basically, this started a riot. But because there are like I think it was in Pakistan. I don't know. I'm sorry, but it was a riot, and to punish the people who started the riot, because riots are obviously not great, they sentenced like the main contributors to the riot to death, and that started another riot
Oh
in
shit.
the streets.
Tag yourself from the second riot.
But like, that's obvious. Lots of people died. It was really bad. But
Tag
like,
yourself, I'm the flannel mouth sucker.
What?
Remember the fish poster?
there was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fish poster in a bio class and that's one of the fish. But just imagine like
It's 'cause of
I'm
Elizabeth.
a new government person, a new leader. I'm gonna smack down. Like no more riots. and be
Smack
like,
my toenail.
I'm going to smack my 9-inch slap bracelet toe down
On all of the citizens.
on
They're gonna
these-
roll up like
every
a
single
sushi roll.
one.
It's nipple red.
My toenail has been painted a nice nipple shade, and I'm ready to go.
I
All
like
right?
to
Ready
think
for a
that-
night on the town.
I like to think that the whole
Toe
toenail
just
is on like the whole 9 inches of the toe.
Wait, okay.
Mm,
So I remembered what I was going to say now.
that's
So
perfect.
back on the topic of foot fetishes.
Oh hell yeah.
So when he put his foot on the table and you made that weird,
Ah.
yeah.
That noise.
Please don't ever do that again. That is too lewd for me.
Mm.
I remember, was it like 7th grade or something? We're gonna call him Teeth because that's the only thing I could think of.
What?
He came up and was like, hey, give me your hand. And I'm a gullible person, so I went, okay. And I put my hand on the table. He takes my pinky and yeets it backwards as fast as he can.
Oh
Is your
my god, I
pinky still
remember
And
that.
I like screeched. And he's like, that's what you sound like when you
Oh.
when you orgasm. I'm like,
Oh!
I am 11. Stop. I wasn't 11. I was 12, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
12.
that weirded me out. I didn't like it. So,
Okay, so
Teeth,
then-
if you're listening to this, you know who you are. At me.
Number 3, spit it out. Be honest. Just say, hey,
Spit out the toe.
I have a thing for feet. Or, hey, I wanted to let you know that I have a foot fetish. That's it.
Okay, so
Step 4,
Oh,
react
more steps.
appropriately to your partner's feelings. That's self-explanatory.
okay, so
And that's it.
Wow.
You have now admitted that you have a foot fetish.
I was trying to carry over and you interrupted me. Okay. Hear that? That's the unmistakable sound of what should we call her? Kinetic, Miss Kinetic. Get it? Kinetic. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
Okay,
get it.
Miss
Well
Ki-
done.
What?
Well done.
So there was this teacher I had in the 7th grade. She was my art teacher.
Miss Kinetic.
Miss Kinetic, if you're listening to this, I don't know where you live now. I don't know who you are anymore. I never wanted to know you.
But it's Missouri.
Probably Missouri. You know why? Because she lives in Missouri. Anyway, I hated her.
Wow, that's funny.
I'm a
Shut
hilarious
the fuck up.
person. Thank you. Okay. So I didn't like her at all.
No
And
one liked her. Let's preface this with no one liked her.
yeah, no one liked her. She hated every kid that she ever had. No one liked her. And I'm like okay, when you're in 7th grade, you're an emotional mess. Okay, anyway, so I hated this teacher, Miss Kinetic. Fuck you. She was my art teacher. She taught me how to paint.
This.
Huh?
I
Oh
hope she
god, I
hears
hope she
this.
hears this. So I wanted to tell the story of how I got away with being the best criminal that school has ever probably seen. Just, I don't mean to gloat or anything, but I'm pretty fucking sly. She had these pairs of scissors. That's what I'm holding right now. Love them.
Wow.
I know, right? They can cut like 16 pieces of paper at once. It's insane.
They can
Um,
cut through 9-inch toe.
Honestly,
Nails.
probably could.
Yeah,
So
can I borrow
she, for some reason, loved these scissors more than her children, probably.
She how to know someone's a vagina. How to know someone's a lesbian.
What?
Scissoring.
He loves scissors.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop. No, don't talk to me. I'm trying to tell a story of how I stole these scissors. Okay, so it was a lot more epic when it played out, but I am a goody two shoes.
Mm.
Yeet. So I go with whatever the teachers say, and I try to be, as nice to them as possible because, they're being paid minimum wage. I might as well try and give the benefit of a doubt. They have to deal with dicky kids all day, and no one ever really pays them anything, and, no one's nice. So, she didn't deserve my respect, but I respected her in some way because she still managed to be a dick in a sea of other dicks. So she was T-posing over them all. And,
Wow. That's such a vivid image.
right? And so she, trying to think. Okay, she, with these scissors, would, for some reason, I don't know if she ran out of conversation topics, I don't know what was with her, she decided that it would be best to brag about these scissors every point she got, like a proud soccer mom named Hilda. And I hated it. It's okay.
I'm okay.
I'm also offended all the time. Just kidding.
We're not
Oh.
friends.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Did you just stab?
That's a dead meme. Out of here.
Be gone.
That's why I'm so horrified.
What the dare?
No, I
Be
see.
gone.
Don't. I don't have enough room in my.
Be gone. Thought.
All women
Anyway.
are
If
queens.
she Bree, she's
A thought.
Um,
You like harmonized there for a minute.
was
Damn,
good.
that was good.
Okay, we promised we wouldn't
Okay.
sing.
So,
thoughts.
okay, but that's not an actual song. That's just us harmonizing. Anyway, Care Bears are quaking. So,
What?
you know, Harmony Bear.
stop.
What?
Okay, no one gets my Care Bears joke.
No one watched Care Bears.
Shut up! I was.
I did.
That's 'cause
Thank
you're
you.
Gay.
Shut up, hetero. Okay.
Being
Care Bears
bullied.
made me gay.
Care Bears made me gay. There was a
That
lot of rainbows.
explains so much.
They ran. Okay, they went in rainbow like big wheels. Anyway,
You're talking about the teacher's scissors.
yes. Okay, she bragged about these scissors every chance she could. Cut through multiple pieces of paper with them and would document her like findings with them and how much she loved them. You can hold them. Yes. Here you go. And okay, my 7th grade class was
Don't
I
cut
actually
your
have cut my
finger.
finger on those.
Oh,
They're hard.
that's fine.
So
They're hard.
It makes me hard. I'm
like
sorry.
Josie's nipples.
Why Josie specifically?
Because she was talking about the tone. Shut up.
I have all the weird
You
body
don't
parts
put your
apparently.
elbow
You're not
on
allowed
the
to
table.
have those anymore.
Get your elbows off the table.
Okay, so, shut up, Dad. No, okay.
Thought I was beer uncle.
You're not my dad. You're my brother.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. We should all introduce who we are in the family.
Right.
Oh yes. Hello.
Okay.
Welcome to the beginning of our podcast.
45 minutes in.
45.
Okay, Race, you are.
I'm beer uncle.
Josie, you are.
I'm grandma because I knit. and
You're
don't-
orange juice grandma.
I'm orange juice grandma because I knit. I used to be very alcoholic and.
What?
my
You didn't tell us
backstory-
about the side.
I
This,
know.
this is your
Because
backstory.
you're my children. I don't.
None of
This
us.
This is a family of alcohol.
None of us drink alcohol, by the way. Just gonna
Yeah,
preface
we're
this
way
with
underage.
Yep. We're
Corey.
law-abiding, which is.
I am the vodka aunt.
And I'm the wine mom.
My
Welcome to my
Oh,
wine
daddy.
sitting. Okay, anyway,
This
so
is a wine tasting
I was the good kid, and I always did my work, and I was the best in that class, and she really liked me. I really didn't like her, but I put up with it because I was there for 45 minutes a day, and I dealt with it. So we were doing clay, and it was towards the like middle to end of the year, like December, January-ish, and I decided that I wanted to take those scissors. Like my inner kleptomaniac was just like, take the scissors, so I did.
Like the vine where it's like, what do you want to eat? Human souls or
No,
whatever.
the souls of the innocent.
Yeah.
A bagel. No.
No.
2
2
bagels. Okay,
Yes,
but
continue.
so, I had my big floppy jacket on, my Target jacket,
Oh.
and I, shoved my hand in my sleeve, and I was about to, like, figure out a way, like, I was playing with my friend, I was scheming, figuring out a way that I could go get those scissors, and then all of a sudden she's like, hey guys, y'all want to take a trip out to the kiln, which was, like, in this little closet outside of the door, so they're all like, yeah! Everyone left, except my table. And so we were like, universe wanted this to happen, so I went over, I shoved them in my sleeve, and I shoved them in my bag, and she didn't notice until the next day, where she instantaneously blamed it on the 8th graders in my class, and then went through every single 8th grader and interrogated them, trying to figure out who did it. And I, sly little bitch I was, went up to her that day. I was like, oh my god, Miss Kinetic, I can't, why would anyone steal your scissors? Like, what's the reasoning behind that? What did you do? And she's like, I really don't know. I really don't understand, went off. And I was, like, sitting there, screaming on the inside. My mom almost grounded me for that, but we go with it. And I still have them to this day because she was the worst teacher I've ever had. And I really hope she lives in... What's the bad
Heaven,
state?
because hell's too good for
Louisiana.
her.
Louisiana. I hope she lives... No, Alabama. I hope she lives in Alabama.
Why?
I don't know. I know her husband was a doctor and they were, like, really rich, so that's why she was a teacher.
We just
She-
called out 2 states.
Pretty much. She, I remember one time she actually told us that we were the worst kids that she'd ever had, and, like, we were the reason she was quitting.
Oh my god, once
Good.
a sub came into my choir classroom and, like, we were, like, pretty insane, but he's like, this makes me not want to be a sub anymore. He told us to our faces, he's like, this is why I'm going to quit subbing, and then I've never seen him again.
Good.
So, don't know what I caused there, but something.
Okay,
not good.
so I'm thinking, so wrap it up for the first one.
Yeah.
So, sorry if this was terrible. I have a feeling we're gonna watch this back and it's gonna be absolutely horrendous.
Oh yeah.
So, if it works, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for staying.
Thank you for listening. I love you.
Gabby.
I promise.
Gabby.
The only one
Yeah.
listening right now.
My own, the one and only Gabby.
I promise it'll be better soon.
The apple juice
Hopefully.
sister, Gabby. Love you, sister. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Any
Beer
closing words?
uncle, orange juice grandma, vodka aunt, wine mom,
An apple juice sister.
and apple juice sister.
Oh,
Okay.
don't forget about Alexa.
It's your birthday today.
Alexa. Yes, I would like to give a
Alexa.
special birthday shout out to Alexa, the Amazon product.
Alexa.
Corey just dabbed.
Die. Get
That
out of my
was a
house.
mistake.
Multiple times. It hurt me too. All right. Well.
My soul left my body.
Well,
Oh,
thank
shit,
you
is
for
it dark
tuning
out?
in.
You should be a radio host, Josie.
I should.
Oh,
damn.
my god.
It's dark out, boys.
Y'all, it's
Whoa.
6 o'clock and it's like pitch black. It could be midnight. Woo! Okay.
It's
So,
spooky.
that's gonna wrap it up.
Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in for this 50-minute mess of madness. I've been
Yeah.
Peyton.
I'm Corey.
I'm Josie.
I'm Race or
Yes, we'll
Ross.
see you
know,
on-
And
whatever.
this was study hall.
Yeah.
Tune
We
in
didn't
next
do
Did you
any
time.
even say it was study hall in the beginning?
We're called
This
study
is study hall,
hall,
by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
called study
Not
hall.
that we do any studying in here.
No, we were supposed to do
we
homework.
committed that we were gonna be doing
Okay,
homework